ready for the show?
I love it.
All right, let's do this. Shades coming off. It is game week. We have a game coming up, Monday Night Football. We've got party animals in the house. We have other things creeping around the studio that I don't know are going to show up out of nowhere. Just get ready for it. From the clouds.
From the clouds, babe.
All right, guys, we got trick or treat coming up, and I don't mean candy. I mean we have things that are either going to be a trick or it is a treat for you for these Dallas Cowboys. Now, my first one I have is that the Cowboys have a top 5 front 7 after acquiring Michael Bennett. Is this a trick or is this a treat?
Give me the treat. I'm going all in. They did the deal for Michael Bennett. He's a Pro Bowl caliber pass rusher, and the best part is they're not leaning on him to be the do-all, big everything guy. They already have DeMarcus Lawrence. They already have Robert Quinn. They have not played like that to this point. Linebackers are part of that. Shout out Wolf Hunter. Let's get it going.
Hey.
They play up to their potential. Yeah, they can be top 5 for sure.
I'm gonna say trick on this one, and the reason
Wow.
because have you guys ever like put your hand in a bowl full of jelly beans and it looks amazing, but you accidentally get a popcorn flavored one? That might be this. I don't know yet.
Popcorn flavored jelly beans rule.
That's why you're a weirdo.
Are you all serious?
Yeah.
Flag, David.
Penalty flag. You have to see it to believe it if this is going to be a top 5. I want to see them all together. Monday night we will.
Dak is the best quarterback of the 2016 draft class.
I'm gonna go treat on that one.
Treat.
I mean, he's been solid. He has the second best winning percentage other than Tom Brady since 2016. I mean, the guy's putting up numbers this year. He has command of the offense, control of this whole team. So I'm gonna say yeah.
It's nice that they're showing us Carson Wentz to remind us that Dak is like 4-1 against him. Like he just beat Carson Wentz 37-10 the other day. And yeah, like I really like Carson Wentz. I think it's neck and neck, to be honest. But like, you can't definitively say anybody in that draft class is better than Dak right now.
Can I go with the candy theme once more?
Right,
Dak is like your golden ticket. You got him in the 4th round. You were talking about Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, 1 and 2. You didn't have to pay that much. It's like getting cheap candy and it's actually good.
The Cowboys' 2019 draft class has been a bit of a disappointment for you guys.
Treat. Yeah. I've been a homer for the first 2, so it has been. Tristan Hill.
You haven't seen much from Tristan
Haven't
Hill.
seen
Connor
much.
McGovern hasn't done one thing.
Haven't seen anything from Connor
A lot of
McGovern.
impact going on.
Tony Pollard, can we get him more involved?
Treat that will keep lasting, like Tootsie Rolls after you
You're
know.
gonna just
I'm
go
here
shit
for all of this
anything
Halloween
Get these
theme
sponsors rolling.
because guys, you think about Connor McGovern, some of those guys, they will produce later on. It's just not right here as we've seen in previous years.
Keeping with the Halloween theme, it's scary right now. Let's put it that way. It's scary to think.
Spooky.
Spooky. I'm a little spooked by what we have not seen from this draft class at the halfway point of the season.
I agree.
Let's go back to the candy for Tay. Snickers are the best Halloween candy. Is this trick or treat?
How did this get on the rundown? How did this get on
I
the
just want to
rundown?
see the anger.
All Mars candy.
Are we
I really
crazy?
do.
It's delish.
Nice plug.
But what's the real best? Go ahead and say it with me. Candy corn.
Oh, you're tricking yourself if you think that.
Get
No
off
way.
of this
You are
show.
wrong.
I want to watch the world burn.
Honestly, give me a Mounds any
There
day.
we go.
Coconut,
Oh.
forever, dark chocolate.
Barry?
Oh, king size Starburst. Nothing but the berries though. All the
yum.
cherries,
Yeah,
all
the
that. You gotta
peas.
have
Said
it.
like a true
Gotta have
player.
nothing but the berries.
Milky
Okay.
Way's better than Snickers.
But
Get
we
out
love
here.
Mars.
Yeah, we do. All Mars.
is so basic.
Here we go. Random dinos coming through.
My God.
Let's continue.
He's been waiting to do that for 5
love
years.
Been hanging
I
out
love
right
it.
here. What makes you afraid of this team going forward? Not afraid like, ooh, this is scary, this is aggressive, this is awesome, but scared like, I'm really worried about what's coming possibly with this team.
Yeah, I'll take this first. I'm going to say lack of consistency for this team. I want to see it. They went 3-0, but then it took them 21 days to get another W. Yes, they've had the bye week, they've gotten healthy, but you have to continue executing. You've seen what you can do in that win against the Eagles. Do it again. This is a Giants team that you've already faced. Yes, they've changed, and we'll get to that, but you have to keep it consistent. I think Garrett talked about it this week. Mental toughness. That's what it's going to come down to, executing on each play.
I just said that I thought the front 7 could be top 5. I'm choosing to be optimistic, but this defense scares me a little bit, if I'm being honest, just based on what we've seen. They've played 2 really great games in 7 attempts. They really haven't showed up for several of them. You can throw out the Jets. Dicey against the Giants early. Dicey against the Dolphins early. Packers, how can I forget the Packers? They have not played up to their talent level, and that scares me. I think they can But it does scare me to think if this keeps up in the second half of the season, they're not going to go where they want to.
What scares me, and it's piggybacking off of both of what you guys are saying, but I got a chance to speak with the great Darren Woodson, one of the best safeties. I know Barry would agree with me that he's just an all-time legend, but he even said the lack of interceptions with this team is scary as a dino running behind you on Halloween. Like, where are the interceptions? The Cowboys tied 24th in the league with this many. 3. That is not good enough for this team. Even Darren Woodson said, Byron Jones, Cheeto, these guys are amazing. I have no idea why they can't come up with these game-changing interceptions, but hopefully that is going to change going forward.
I think it will. It definitely will.
Oh, Barry, let's go. I'm feeling better already.
It'll definitely change, man. It'll come in bunches. I believe in it. The only thing that scares me about this team is overall health going forward for this playoff run. I feel like when they're healthy, no one on this in the NFL can beat them. They can only beat themselves. So if they can stay healthy throughout the remainder of this playoff run, I say the sky's the limit for this team.
Who has to have a monster second half of the season for this team? It's got to be wild. I mean,
need to help from Dino.
On the back half for this season is going to be very tough. Dave, who needs to step it up?
Who gets too much credit and too much blame? Like, what's the most important position in football? Dak Prescott. Got to step up. We're talking contract. We've been talking contract for months. We're talking about how he's playing the best ball of his career. A few too many interceptions, but the rest of it looks fantastic. Got to keep it up. That's all there is to it. You're only going as far as your quarterback takes you in the modern NFL, especially with some of the inconsistencies we've seen elsewhere on the roster. Dak's got to even raise, as well as he's played, he's got to take it even higher than he already has if they're going to get to the playoffs.
And I agree with that 100%. We could all vote for one, it would be Dak, but I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott. And the reason I say he needs to go ahead and have a monster second half is because the last game he played in, I saw him turn it on and go to a different level. Hopefully he is as mad as he was at Doug Peterson for the rest of the season. But we've all talked about this, a broken record. This team goes with Zeke. If he's going off and he can keep this thing balanced, then the Cowboys have success. So Zeke needs to buck up and get ready for the second half. He was terrifying.
For me, I'm going to have to go with, and by no stretch of the imagination has this guy had a bad season at all, but I'm going to have to go with D-Law for the second half of the season.
Yes.
I feel like he's been getting pressure on the quarterback. Yes, he's had a couple sacks here and there, but if he can make those splash plays like we saw last year, the sack force fumbles, the recover fumbles for touchdowns, if he can finish that year doing that the second half of the season, I mean, his defense might be top 5.
Then it can only help him with that.
This is
There
true.
we go.
This is true.
Yes. Do the names Tom Brady, Matt Stafford, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff even remotely scare you? They do for me, and the reason is I'm going to go with you on the other side, Robert Quinn. He's already been a monster the first half of this year, but he's going to continue the second half because you have to keep those quarterbacks on the ground to win games. I want to see more Cobra Walk. I want to see the celebrations. Robert Quinn, keep getting angry, keep eating.
Take it. I like it.
I do too. I'm just sitting here thinking of all the ways. I hope we get to talk to Michael Bennett today. Like, he avoided us really finessed his way out of the locker room last week. So hopefully we can hear from him today.
It wasn't last week, it was Tuesday, but that's how long this week feels.
Thank you, David. Thank you for making me feel normal.
It's only Wednesday in Cowboys world, and it feels like Saturday. I don't know, it's weird.
So the Cowboys had a couple days off this week, so obviously Halloween parties have already happened. Let's go through some of the photos and look at how these guys dressed up, show you what they did. They just look great. I love this couple. They look great.
Such a shame that Leighton has no muscles. You know, he just can't really pull this off.
Yeah, he doesn't really fill that out as well as you'd prefer.
Not
like a wolf onesie, you know what I mean?
Let's check out Ezekiel Elliott, the star of the week, for talking to Tony Pollard about rabbits. Yeah, that looks good. They look awesome.
There's a new Mortal Kombat game out. I haven't played it yet, but Sub-Zero is like the best of the ninja dudes.
Jeff Keith, ya boy. I love this.
Oh my God.
I love.
That's the first time I've seen this photo, and it wins.
It's so perfect, right?
Paige pulls it off.
She looks like Wendy a lot.
That
He does.
is one of the best Halloween costumes I've seen in a while. And it's easy. All you need is a plaid shirt and a red bathing suit. Like, that's the easiest costume ever. That's fantastic.
All right, let's check out the Cobbs. They look good. Really creepy.
Yeah, that's scary. I'm scared.
Looks like the Laws threw a great party, by the way.
They definitely did. Yeah, my invite got
Tyrone
This is the best.
Tyrone Crawford.
Oh, man.
That's a amazing.
I think I prefer Squints and Windy, but this is, I mean, the sheer amount of effort that went into this, yeah.
Look at the stomach. Look at the extra stuff.
I don't even know where that's amazing.
That's
Shouts
awesome.
out to all of you guys.
I feel, okay, I ordered this on Amazon. I feel lame about it now. You know, I don't have a makeup artist.
Throwback Thursday is still happening here on Cover 4. Let's go back to the win in 2018.
Yeah, we're not really throwing this one back very far. This was like last, this is
Tossing over
Full
the
toss
shoulder.
back.
Toss right to Blake Jarwin, who had his
last
best
New
game
Year's.
of life.
3 touchdowns in the same game.
Was this the game that said Jason Witten said, you know what, I'm coming out of retirement.
like,
I'm tired of
I
this.
gotta get a piece of this.
3 touchdowns in games.
Yep.
And wait, the money throw.
This was huge. I
The one
remember
that
watching
Post
this.
Malone like wrote a song
Mary
about.
Prescott touchdown. There you go.
What a catch by
Okay,
Beasley.
the loss is back in 1998. Who is that?
The Red Bomber.
Oh, this is a win.
Deion Sanders, you guys, you know how much Nick Eatman loves throwback games. Yesterday when he heard that Ben Bullock, our producer, was putting this on, he reminded me that Deion Sanders won the first and only NFL Primetime Player of the Week.
That's incredible.
That is
And only.
the first and only because of what he did on special teams, what he did on offense, and he played defense. Could you even fathom?
I just can't get over the fact that Jason Garrett hasn't aged since 1998.
No, he literally looks the same.
He runs a lot.
All right, hopefully the Cowboys are going to get another win to add into the mix on Monday Night Football.
Primetime. They play
Let's
good on primetime.
do it. Prime time. We have a 2-minute drill.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we have something else, David. How much scarier is the Giants team now than when you faced them earlier on in the season? Daniel Jones is going to make some mistakes as a rookie, but he is heating up in his own little way.
There's one name that scares me more than any of them. Yes, Daniel Jones is scary. Leonard Williams, can we hear it for the defensive lineman they just got last week from the Jets? He is terrifying. You want to see Zeke have a monster second half. Leonard Williams would be the guy to make that not happen on Monday night.
Okay.
I got a name for you, and we didn't see him in week 1 either. Golden Tate's back from suspension. Daniel Jones likes looking for him. If you go back a season to when Golden Tate was with the Lions, he hit this defense for about $130 and 2 touchdowns. For a defense that has had consistency problems, that scares me. Golden Tate is a hell of a receiver. He knows how to get open. Daniel Jones is going to be looking for a safety blanket. Got to rally and
You
tackle.
were here when the Golden Tate tea began, right?
yeah.
With the hit and all of that.
I was like, I told him like, hey man, we're coming after you. You got my boy on the crackback block, so we're coming after you. And hey, luckily we won that game because I don't look like the fool if we lost.
The tea is
Look,
real.
when you change the quarterback, they have a lot of young dynamic weapons. Ingram's a first-round pick. Barkley's a top 5 pick. Golden Tate's back. Sterling Shepard should be back for this game.
They also had a players-only meeting this week, and you know that those are honestly, they are scary because they're all revved up. They feel like they got each other's back. They're on a 4-game losing streak. You're talking about Daniel Jones having his best games, but they haven't gotten the win. It's scary to think when a team has nothing to lose as well.
Not to mention, you know, maybe y'all remember the last time the Cowboys played at MetLife Stadium. It didn't go very well.
Nightmare.
This is true.
It didn't matter that they were playing a bad team either. So I don't know what they would be doing taking this game for granted. You got to go pedal to the metal.
Got to. It's a must.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God, today, folks.
No.
Tomorrow is where normal again.
No.
Cover 4, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
That was the loudest.
That scared